Isn't it terrible that they can't use the Hey song anymore at sporting events, all because Gary Glitter
They've been bringing it back.
fingered a fritter? Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey, here with Jon Delcollo.
Hey, everybody, it's Jon Delcollo here.
Jacob from Mattera,
Hey,
Danny
hey.
Dubs. Yeah, what the fuck, man?
What's the Hey song?
Hey.
The guy who sings that's name is Gary Glitter.
And he got in trouble for looking at some very bad pictures.
You said fingered a fritter.
That song's so old, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's been the stadium anthem as long
He's
as I've
so
been
old.
alive.
They took it out for a while, and then the Joker brought it back.
Oh, bad boy. Bad boy
Oh,
alert.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What year did they take it away? I don't even remember this controversy.
Within the past,
Probably early 2000s, like whenever he got arrested, right? That's when they started to phase it out. They're like, ew, let's get rid of this.
And he's what, like an 80-year-old guy at this point?
I don't even know, man. But what a come up for a pedophile. You're right. A one-word song that nets you millions and that buys you years of
All the candy
Stre-
and vans in the world.
of royalty-free diddling.
You could start your own children's van sales place. You could sell children vans. You're like, yeah, it's loaded up with fucking candy already. It doesn't drive anywhere. It goes on the back of my truck, and then I drive us to a secret candy campsite.
All right, shoot me straight, Randy. What's it going to take to get you in this bad boy?
A bunch of runts just fall out. Oh, man.
The candy or the kids?
The candy. The candy. No kids were in the band.
The sour children.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
John,
Let's start the podcast again.
John, do you want to flip that stinking coin, brother?
Yeah. Yeah, I really do. Whew, all right. I've been watching a lot. I've been learning a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been learning a lot about the Impractical Jokers, and I really want to talk about them tonight, so I think Lady Luck's on my side. You cocksucking bitch.
Lady Luck has been busy eating my ass for the past 2 years that we've been doing this podcast.
Just holding up her finger like this.
Oh, no. That really is an upsetting image.
I always thought it'd be sexy if they reimagined the Statue of Liberty and made her a little more Latin. Wouldn't that be nice? Give her a little bit fatter butt.
Let's put that into an AI fucking generator tonight, dude.
Ooh, I would love to see that, baby.
Yeah.
I'll put, what is it, $10 for an image? I'll put $250 on that beat material.
All right, I got
It's
another
about time.
$250 on it.
It's about time I pay a computer to come.
Oh, you're gonna love this guy then.
Whoa!
Tonight's stinker, which
The BK Kid VR from the Burger King Kids
Yeah,
meal.
oh, yeah. I remember
Big
those
Kids
fucking
meal.
things.
He's friends with Wheels.
I'm sure that I'm going to refer to him as Shane, but this gentleman's name is Sean Gillis.
That's a
His
little-
nickname was the other Baton Rouge killer, John.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
so
I'd love to
unfortunate.
hear that he was also first, but still called the other.
That's got to be so disheartening because when you hear about all the fucked up shit that this guy did, the fact that you're referred to as the other guy
Yeah.
has really got to take the wind out of your creep sails.
You should see what the other guy did.
I gotta be honest with you. I think this is the guy that should have got the Baton Rouge killer name.
I was making a black eye joke.
Black
Not a-
eye?
Not a black guy joke.
Okay. All right. Well, the other killer just happened to be a black guy. Yep. Derek Todd Lee was the Baton Rouge killer.
Down in Louisiana.
Why are your heads turning every time I say something?
Well, I'm a little bit drunk.
Did you get more beers?
No, where would I get beers? I went and got a slice of pizza.
Ah, you pig.
Had to soak it up. I gotta drive home after this.
Fucking pig.
Drinking a lemonade, and I'm gonna get right.
After you just talked about getting Taco Bell.
I'm gonna get Taco Bell. Yeah, I needed something to hold me over. All I had today was I had the healthiest breakfast of my life today. Sorry
was
to
it?
get off topic.
No, go for it.
Tell me if you think this is healthy. I had 4 pieces of toast and butter,
Nope. You're
And-
already way over.
10 blackberries. I've never had fruit in my life.
They're good, though, aren't they?
They're delicious. I love blackberries. It's my favorite fruit now. I tried organic ones last week. Nah, give me that fucking that chemical shit. Give me that fucking pesticide shit.
Very
Give me that GMO flavor. Much better. Anyway, do you think that's a healthy breakfast?
No.
What was I missing? What was I missing? 10 more blackberries and 2 less pieces of toast, perhaps?
No butter, no toast.
Yeah, no butter.
I'm the last person to give anybody advice because I eat like
can't have toast.
a child with dead parents.
I can't have toast for breakfast.
Go for it, man. But it's not healthy.
If I didn't have toast for breakfast, I would go to Wendy's.
Okay.
So that's better.
Yes.
I'm doing
Wendy's.
better than, and I'm not getting fucking 10 blackberries at Wendy's no matter how many times I ask.
I'm with you, dude. I do peanut butter toast. And I was $1.98 when I started. It's been 1 year.
All right, so the other Baton Rouge killer, his spree of crimes lasted from 1994 to 2004, Jacob Furman Mattera.
Okay.
He was born June 24th, 1962. You guys ever been to Baton Rouge?
No. Been to New Orleans, and I've driven through Louisiana, but I don't think I've been to Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
Never been to Baton Rouge or Louisiana.
This is
going,
the same
keep going, man.
accent
But
as Savannah.
I love the crawdaddies.
No, New Orleans is a little more twisted up. You gotta get built. You gotta get a little builder to build something up it up. You know, we used to, Low Water, what's good, Low Water? I seen you the other day down at Mama Hill.
Oh, damn.
You been down there too?
I've been down there.
Y'all flip it up with the dolphins.
All right, that's good, man.
I seen him flipping out on the
I
dolphins.
flip it up in the
That's Baton Rouge, baby. All
God.
right, so get this. Our friend Sean Gillis, his dad was a real no good Nick. You know what? I shouldn't say that because his dad did have significant mental problems, and it seemed like he was conscious of the fact that he desperately needed help, and he would often try to seek it out. However, it would often come after he had done something especially fucked up.
Yeah.
And the first especially fucked up thing that happened to Sean Gillis was that his father held a gun to his head when he was 1 year old.
Whoa. To stop crying? I just have to assume that like you can't shake it.
It is a lot, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not used to it. I remember the first time that that I was a father and my daughter would not stop crying. I just could not believe the situation that I was in.
Mm-hmm. Did you go out instead?
No, my wife had gone out for the first time since having.
Bounce, dude.
Yeah, my wife went out for the first time, and then I remember my daughter would not stop crying, and I just remember like holding her and looking at her and saying, "Why don't you like me?" I didn't know how babies worked.
You thought if you yelled questions about your own character, it would get them out of their bit.
Yeah. I'm not a piece of shit.
Well, at least when you're 1, you don't remember a gun in your face, hopefully.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
And his dad took off after that, and his dad in the Navy had a very funny incident. He was stationed in Hawaii, and he had a little bit of a drinking problem, which we can all relate to.
Mm-hmm.
And he was found wandering the streets in Hawaii, naked and screaming.
Just like Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, I feel for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge will really ruin a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Dad it will.
All the pressure of swamp business.
And I also respected this about his father, though, too. When he was also in the Navy, he was dragged out of a bar by the Navy chaplain, and he beat the Navy chaplain up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's like the priest equivalent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Damn.
the chaplain doing in a bar?
They'll drag you out of there. Were you ever in a bar when a lady dragged her husband out?
Yeah, I must have.
Man, what an unsettling scene.
I mean, it might have been like college-aged couples, but are you talking like adults?
I'm talking about
Dude,
drywaller.
I love
just
watching.
chilling.
I love watching couples fights at bars. I found the best place to do it. It's in Delaware. Secrets. You ever go to Secrets?
No, we're not swingers, Jake.
My sir, that is Ocean City, Maryland.
Oh, okay. It's like right over the line. It's like 20 minutes. So you just wait by the exit, and
like 5
everybody
miles.
is throwing up. Everyone's like getting. I saw security bringing people out in wheelchairs and then just dumping them like right past the exit onto concrete.
I've been there.
Yeah,
You
it's
just go into the
incredible.
bay and piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not my scene, so I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking wait for you guys
You?
by the exit. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait by the exit. So
The whole time you waited at the exit?
yeah, probably like an hour and a
You
half.
never went in?
I went in with everyone. I was like, I can't handle this. This is fucking too much.
Got a drink and looked at butts.
I was enjoying what
Big
I was
old
looking at.
tits.
I hated the place, and
Tit
then
guy.
oh, but when everyone's like seeing people fucking run like from security, and like the chases that were happening. It was incredible. It was like I would pay a subscription just to sit there year round.
To see their
people get thrown
CCTV.
out. Yeah,
They
it's
should
crazy.
stream it.
Yeah,
That would be great. It wasn't that wild when I went there. But I do have this regret of something I wish I would have done. This guy was trying to hit on girls that we were with.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, here, take my my debit card and go take money out. Like, go get cash out of the ATM."
Whoa.
And like, I went to the bathroom at the same time as them and was like walking to the ATM with them. And like, when I was pissing, I was like, "Oh fuck, they should take out his amount, give him that receipt, and then also take like whatever the maximum amount out that they could." But
That's bad boy stuff.
yeah, the angel on my shoulder pissed all over the fucking devil. The little devil was already in the bay pissing himself, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so Sean Gillis' dad takes off. He realizes he's no good for this family. So I give him a lot of credit for that. He doesn't stick around to fucking make their lives even more miserable. He realizes he's fucked up.
Yeah.
On top of this, mental problems, he's got a drinking issue. And he's like, look, I just got to fucking bail. So I think that's more respectable than hanging around and causing even further chaos.
He just goes to a nursery in the hospital, is like holding his gun out, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And I almost called him Shane. Sean Gillis's mom takes very good care for him. She really dotes on him. She's an exceptional mom. She even refers to him as her little blue-eyed angel, which you two probably got a lot.
I got, what did I get? Lovebird.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
was my
sweet.
nickname.
What did you get?
Not Blue-Eyed Angel or Lovebird. I don't know. I think my nickname was Tin Man.
What?
Mhm.
Why?
I think because I said Jonathan.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's very personalized. It's not like a standard
Yeah.
affection name.
Oh, Tinner.
That's nice.
Another hard
I
R.
like that. I'm just glad it wasn't because you drank mercury.
Just imagine how cute he would have said it being that little. Mama, I drank mercury again. Did you drink all the mercury in that thermometer, Tinner? Yes.
Did you drink it in your ass again? It's in my hiney.
It's in my butt mouth.
Dude.
And although his mother would dote on him, his mother would spoil him, and she made it a point to force him to read as much as possible. And his teacher said he wasn't exceptional. His mother had him viewed as exceptional, which is what you want out of a mother.
Yeah.
Very nice of her to do, but realistically, he was intellectually average, Jake. Neighbors, there was a neighbor, this woman named Carolyn Clay, who said that the child gave her the willies.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's not, especially when you're little. And she said there was one incident that really perturbed her. She said she was awakened at 3 a.m. and looked outside, and Sean was banging on trash cans and screaming.
3 a.m.? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
not
something
too
you can
bad.
do when you're 21.
But at least, like, I think it would be scarier if he's just standing there, you know?
Yes.
He did get to that. Like, he was a window starer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do you guys stare in windows?
No.
I never did, no.
What
Did you
about
guys
when
have a
walk the dog? You don't stare in a window? When you walk
No, I try not
there?
to.
Don't give you that look,
I
but
do a peek. I do a peek as I walk by.
It's different to look at a house, but it is to stare in a window.
well, I mean, like, I'm walking by, the window's open. I stand, see where all the exits are.
I stand for a while. I catch my breath.
I saw tits that way from my next door neighbor.
Yeah, no shit, Jake.
Yeah, there's a lot of tits inside those houses.
You guys don't walk up to people's screams and whisper, walking like a dog. Yeah, I'll break you off. Yeah. Jake, you
I'm
are
just a really
a
big bird.
certifiable pervert.
Are you doing the peeper from Adam Sandler?
yeah. John Lovitz. Dude, so this woman had her bedroom window open. It was like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
Her
that
blinds
fucking
are open.
bitch.
Then she turns the lights. My dog's just standing, sniffing in her yard to take a shit. And he's just like sniffing. Just doesn't go to the bathroom.
Your dog's probably saying the same thing about you.
And the lights turn on. I look up, right? She never looks out, never closes the blind. And I'm not like standing there like, oh, take it off. Like, I'm just like, oh, there's a person. And then 2 seconds later, the shirt comes off, and I'm like, oh my God, she's in her bra, and I just kind of like look away. But then curiosity has me reach, like,
Got the cat hard.
oh man, it got this cat so hard. So I look back up, and she takes off the bra, and I was like, holy shit. And then at that point, my dog was going in the grass. You know what I mean? You know when dogs make that noise? And I fucking just took off. And then, yeah.
Left your dog.
Your pants.
And jacket.
Yeah. So
Damn, Jake.
you can see some tits.
Man, are you gonna
Report that? Yeah, I am. As soon as I get home.
Jesus Christ, man.
That was 6 years ago. We're still neighbors, though.
Jake.
I don't think I've ever said a word to her.
I don't think you should have said a word about this ever.
I told my wife about it.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What did she say?
She's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And then, like, she was just like, all right. So now I've like told her, I was like, oh, make sure those fucking blinds are closed. Otherwise my little penis will be sticking out.
Rager alert. God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jake.
Yeah.
All right, so our little friend Sean, he's a weirdo on top of normal willies. He's into weird shit that would probably get you fucked up and picked on. And by weird shit, I mean he's into Star Trek. So as a child, he carries around a briefcase with Star Trek stickers all over it.
A briefcase.
Yeah, any kid that carries a briefcase is going to get a brick thrown at his head.
That's so funny to put stickers on a briefcase.
Mm-hmm. But get this. I mean, he is nerdy, but at the same time, he and his boys in their teenage years get into a Satanism phase.
All right. Yeah.
That's pretty
here we
cool.
go.
That is cool.
Yeah. Now, I mentioned that his dad had bailed. His dad eventually reconnects with him shortly before he graduates high school. And initially, there's bad blood, but I think like any kid whose dad bails and wants to reconnect, you know, he's willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So the dad's got his shit together, and the dad's doing pretty well for a while until he goes to see Sean graduate from high school. And that night, the dad goes out and gets hammered, which he hadn't done in a while. Oof. And he feels himself werewolfing. So he checks himself. He calls a couple of guys from an AA group. They get him checked into a hospital.
They all get fucked up together.
Yeah, oh, man, that'd be so cool.
Reunion.
And he calls, the father, Norman, calls Sean from the hospital saying, look, man, you know, things aren't going well right now. I need you to go to this room that I'm renting and get my shit out of there and bring it to me. He's like, yeah, Dad, whatever you need. He goes to his room with his buddies. They go to gather his things, and on the nightstand next to his dad's bed are a bunch of gay pornographic pictures.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Pictures. Printed from a Kodak photomat.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The old-fashioned way.
Not purchased.
Yeah. So Sean later admits, he's like, yeah, at that time I was very homophobic. And on top of that, too, my boys are there helping me in what we think we're going to be gathering my dad's possessions. We didn't know we're going to find my dad is into gay porn. Yeah. On top of all this, the dad had a sexual identity crisis. He didn't know whether he was a male or female. So just something to chew on, Jake. You chewing on it?
I'm chewing.
Let me open your mouth. Let me see. All right.
It's already dead.
At this point, he graduates high school. He ends up gaining an interest in computers. And he goes to community college, ends up getting some kind of computer certification. So his mom thinks he's doing well. She's got a house for herself. She works at a local production studio. She's made a nice life for herself. The mom takes off. And between 1982 and 1992, he just gets a series of menial jobs. And in 1992, Hurricane Andrew comes through, and he's living by himself in this house at this time. The mom already went, I forget where the fuck she went, but she left him this house. Hurricane Andrew comes through, and it floods the house. He's so dick deep in pornography on the internet right now. This is 1992, okay? What? I don't know where you even go to find fucking pornography on the internet.
It was just emails at that point.
Yeah.
No, he found it, and he found some fucked up websites, John, and it wasn't just titties and pussies and the backs of knees, Jake.
Jesus.
So the hurricane comes through and it floods the house. And to kind of soak up the flooding, he takes all his mom's books and throws them on the floor so he doesn't have to clean it up.
How many books did she have? That doesn't seem like it would do much.
I guess the lady had a lot of fucking books, John.
That's pretty lazy.
It is. At this time, neighbors are also remark about different kinds of weird shit that he's doing in the neighborhood. He's also screaming in the middle of the night again.
Outside of the house?
He's outside. He's howling at the moon and also screaming at his mother for leaving him.
Whoa.
How old is he at this point?
30.
Man.
Yeah. At this point, he also enters into a Peeping Tom phase, much like you, Jake.
I thought you were going to say a Peeping Tom competition.
He takes first place in the Peeping Tom competition.
As an award, he has to leave town.
He gets caught peeping in the neighbor's window, and his excuse was that he was looking for his cat.
All right.
Pretty good excuse.
Yeah, if you have a cat, but this guy probably didn't. Was he lying?
No, he did have a cat. There is a picture on the internet of his cat floating around, and boy, this thing
trying to throw it in hot ladies' windows. Get the fuck up there!
Oh man, just imagine having an equally perverted cat.
Oh my God.
Imagine that, Jake.
I'm imagining.
My partner in crime.
Now, he ends up getting a job at a Circle K. You familiar with Circle K?
Mm-hmm. There's strange things afoot in the Circle K. Are you familiar with that line?
Is that Bill and Ted's?
It is.
All right,
Holy shit.
Excellent.
That was Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full Circle K. Oh, get this. The manager at the Circle K is a lovely lady by the name of Terry Lemoyne, who he falls in love with.
Damn.
I love this lady.
It's a great name. Sounds like a 96 gymnast.
Terry Lemoyne. Ooh, I like that, Jake. I was thinking figure skater.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were both in the same perverted track. In the same perverted Olympics.
And I'm thinking more gymnastics now, Jake, that I bounce her name around my brain.
Now, when you say he fell in love, did she fall in love back?
She did.
Good.
Now, she had a rough go of it. She was married to a Palestinian fellow who treated her like dog shit, Jake. She eventually, all right, I didn't give you this background knowledge. She had killed a biker at a bar one time.
What?
Yep. Okay. She had killed a biker at a bar. She later met a Palestinian fellow who she ended up marrying.
She shot this guy to death?
I don't know. So here's the deal. So I got a lot of this information from a book called Dismembered about Jon Gillis. They briefly mentioned the biker death without elaborating on it too much, which is one of the great sorrows that I've had on this podcast, because I would have loved to have learned more about this information.
Yeah, how did this bad bitch kill a fucking biker?
She killed a biker, and she openly talked about it. She had a picture in her wallet of this dead biker that she showed to him, which for a guy that's looking at sadistic shit on the internet, my God, can you strike gold?
Wait, was the picture of him dead, or was it of like this?
It's him dead that they took of him
shit.
on the floor of this fucking bar.
She kept it in her wallet?
She kept it in her wallet, Jake.
A match made in a holding cell.
And on top of this, too, her Palestinian husband, who treated her like dog shit and who briefly moved her to the Middle East before they moved back to Baton Rouge, she attacked him with a meat cleaver once.
Jesus.
In her defense, he had hit her.
Yeah.
And she told him, don't fucking hit me, because she could tell that he was about to hit her. He hit her. She grabbed a meat cleaver, and she fucking cut his arm with it.
I like this.
Damn.
I like this game.
Bad bitch alert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I love
I'm
this
assuming
one.
she did that in America and not the Middle East.
Right, yeah.
Be a whole different story.
Yeah. Well, they just have a cleaver out like it's a whipping belt in the Middle East.
Jesus Christ.
Jake, I'm gonna whip you with the cleaver. I'm gonna shave those
Please.
see-through hairs on your peachy butt. What do they call it? Peach fuzz?
That's what they call it.
I think they call it see-through hairs. You had it right the first time, pal. Don't second guess yourself so much.
I'm going in the hair cutter. Oh yeah, you guys cut see-through hairs. I usually use a 2 on the clipper on my see-through hair.
I'm gonna barf.
Just call the cops.
Jake, I know you got them boys on your butt.
You know what? I got a pretty smooth sailing butt.
Really?
Yeah.
I picture you having blonde hairs on there.
You know, I haven't checked. Maybe I'll get a giant mirror and check it out.
Little blonde
I'll
hairs
report back.
everywhere. You nasty twin. I don't care.
Round her going big punch you with the big time. None of shit goes.
Hot tub, popping bubbly, rubbing your spot, love. Got to scream and punish me.
And it don't stop.
Watch the pun get wicked.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Get it.
Oh man, this is fun. this.
Oh man,
Yeah, baby.
oh man, this is where most people stop listening.
Oh, dude, get this. So at one point during an argument between Sean and Terry, Terry smacks him across his little ass face. He is a little fella. He's 5'7" and about $150.
That is a little top.
He is a little boy.
That's a little tater boy.
It's a little ass boy with a mustache. She cracks him one, and he bursts into tears. And he says, girls don't hit boys and boys don't hit girls. And he ran away from her. And at that point, she said, I really felt badly about hitting him, and I vowed never to do it again.
That's great.
Damn.
But something tells me that
It's not going to manifest itself well.
Yeah.
They had very cute names for each other. Jake, what do you want to guess that Sean Gillis, this little 5'7", 150-pound manlet,
Yeah.
would call his sweet thing who once attacked a Palestinian fellow with a meat cleaver? What did he call her?
Probably his Xena warrior princess.
John?
I think Chup Chup.
Honey Bunny.
Oh my gosh, straight out of Pulp Fiction.
It is very nice. And being that he was a big Star Trek guy, she referred to him as Admiral Fleet Commander.
Very loving and warm.
Generic? Is that an actual character? That just sounds like two random words she picked up while she was walking by the television set over the course of a couple months.
Now, John, they did not have a healthy sexual relationship. Jake, I don't have to tell you because your sexual health is like Jack LaLanne.
Thank you.
You are
That's
the
my
Jack
best
LaLanne
self.
of sexual health.
I try.
And John, you are the Brendan Fraser in The Whale of sexual health.
Fuck, how did that? How the fuck did that go that way?
What I mean by that is that
He deserves an Emmy. That's what you mean. In the bedroom.
An Emmy?
Yeah.
Not even a Golden Globe?
It's the same thing.
This is movies, buddy.
If anything, he'd be shoving an Oscar up his ass because if there's any statue that looks like it will go up your asshole, it's an Oscar. Mm-hmm. That's what it was designed for. That compact bald man. You don't think Ellen's got an Oscar strap on? Jake, get this though. Sexual dysfunction runs rampant in their relationship. I mentioned he's jacking off nonstop to his computer. Now this is his main squeeze. Terry is. In the course of their relationship, they only had sex, in her estimation, 2 to 3 times.
How long?
At least 10 years.
What?
Yeah. He said he views sex as an evil act.
But he's still beating it to the internet.
Pretty fucked up shit, too. Like, he would show her videos of things that he was watching or pictures that he was looking at, and she says a lot of times they would either be women being beaten or raped.
Oof.
Why was he showing her that?
I don't know. When you see footage of him, because there is interrogation room footage, you pick up pretty quickly like how fucked up of an individual he is.
He's a little fucking pervert.
He is. At one point, too, this is very creepy. He's waving to the camera in the interrogation room.
Like the one in the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Was he shivering?
He pretends to,
Did he have his arms in his
In the
t-shirt?
t-shirt, yeah.
he pretends to be on an escalator.
And this really cracked me up, too. So she was okay with, well, no, she wasn't okay with him jacking off, but she was made okay with it by a conversation that she had with her mother. What do you think her mother told her in regards to addressing his computer jacking offing?
Your father does it?
Her mother told her if that's what gets him off, that's what gets him off. So at that point, she let it be. Now, she would play one very funny trick on him when she would catch him jacking off on the computer. He would jack into T-shirts, much like me, Jake, and he would leave them around the house.
Deranged.
He would, if he wasn't working, he was sitting at his computer looking at porn. And when she would find these cummy T-shirts,
Going through a fucking 8-pack a day.
dude,
Christ.
dude, wait to hear this. When she would find these cummy T-shirts of his, she would sneak up on him at the computer, stretch the T-shirt out, and drape it over the top of his head.
That's so funny. Why wouldn't you want to fuck that funny lady?
Dude, and get this, he was a good sport about it too.
This sounds like the best fucking foreplay possible for a little perverted couple.
Did seem like very good friends. But and you know what? Here's the deal. Like, she's an attractive lady too.
Damn. Why is he leaving the jerk off T-shirts all over the ground? Do you leave?
Where else are you gonna? No, I put them in the hamper.
You mail them out to people who bought on Percs merch. That's on percs.com. Get your t-shirts and mugs and book if you haven't already, the audio book. Look at that. I'm doing all the plugs.
Thank you, Jake. I got one plug for you. You're going to wear this one next week.
Oh, man. Gross.
So they were together in 10 years, they had sex, in her estimation, 2 to 3 times. All right. So we're getting into the mid-90s now, Jake. Things are about to go really bad for a lot of different people here.
Would you, can I ask, I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah, no, hit me up.
Would you guys get divorced 2 to 3 times in a 10-year span? If it's 2 to 3 times within a 3-week span, I'm walking.
What, were they married?
No.
They didn't even have to be a divorce. Yeah, you move out.
But I think they were just such good friends that he was getting his sexual gratification from the ladies on the computer, and the friendship from her.
What was she
and
doing?
she had been through the ringer.
Getting left high and dry.
Yeah.
But
on the pussy department, which is the last job I got fired from.
What'd you get fired from the pussy department for?
Incompetence.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
different strokes for different folks.
All right.
I know you are a sexual ghoulie.
What's that mean?
It means he is a toilet demon. You don't remember Ghoulies?
No.
Danny's got a damn dog named Ghoulie.
Yeah. I didn't know this. Maybe I would have named her that, but
Not a resounding.
You don't know the movie
yeah.
Ghoulies?
nope.
Oh my God, there was a movie named Ghoulies from the mid '80s, and the cover of the VHS tape was this little green monster coming crawling out of a toilet.
Okay, I can picture the image.
You know what? I looked it up. I do remember that cover.
All right, very cool.
It was in the stores.
That's Jake in the bedroom
That's Jake in the bedroom crawling out of a toilet to go
and into the pussy.
fucked up shit to the pussy.
Oh, man.
That's you, Jake.
Thank you.
Jake, you're gonna hate to hear this,
Oh, no.
but in March of 1994, he starts doing a lot of bad boy stuff that he shouldn't be doing.
What's he doing?
He breaks into an assisted living facility. This poor woman, an 81-year-old woman named Ann Bryan.
Oh, no.
She leaves her door unlocked just so that the orderlies can check on her at various times. And it's assisted living, so it's not like a full-time facility where like staff are required to check on them every hour on the hour. You know, there's hours where they're just unaccounted for because they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this woman leaves her door unlocked. He breaks into her apartment and he stabs her 47 times. Almost cuts her head off, eviscerates her. It's just an absolute fucking bloodbath, Jake.
Jesus.
This is especially fucked up. This place, it's assisted living facility in Baton Rouge. It was called St. James Place. When her body was discovered the next morning, they did not call police for over an hour because they were worried that word would get out.
Oh.
No, that word would get out and that the news would be notified, and then the story would spiral out of control, and it would be such bad press for this assisted living facility.
They did it for the wrong reason.
Yes. Yeah. Incredibly fucked up.
God.
So for an hour, there's no manhunt.
No.
When it could have started an hour ago.
They're trying to put the body in the closet. Just putting a new, yeah. That's, dude.
And Jake, you've seen First 48. You know how important these hours are.
Yeah. That's how you find, if you don't find them in the first 48, statistics, what's it? Like, you go from like 80% to like 0%.
Yeah. We're going to find out soon enough because we're going to start investigating crimes. Did I tell you that, John?
Oh, no. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, we will. You'll be good at it. Don't you want reward money?
The last 48.
That would be sick. Yes. I would love to get reward money.
If we solve like 15 murders a year, we could do pretty well.
I think we'd be fucking promoted to captain if we did that.
Do you guys want to start light? There's a missing cat poster on the other block, and there is reward money attached to it.
That would be a
How
good
much
start.
of a reward?
They don't say.
How many dollar
It's
signs?
got 8 more lives.
$3 signs though.
That's $1,000.
Here's the deal. I will say this. When I was in Florida, we took care of a cat. I wonder if it was that cat.
What?
Yep. Our third day there, we pulled into our parking space at the end of the day, and we heard yowling. We're like, what the fuck is that? It sounded like somebody screaming. Sure enough, there's a little gray boy
You ran over its owner. It must be that cat. Call an ambulance. Oh, it can talk.
Yeah, but there was a little cat that came running up to us. I got him a bunch of food. I even bought a carrier because I was going to try to get his ass in the carrier and bring him to the animal shelter because he looked like he belonged to somebody. He had a collar with no tag on it, but he was such a sweet cat and he was so friendly that I assumed that he was somebody's. So I bought the cage. I left it outside. I put Turkey inside the cage because I gave him all my turkey and he loved it. But he wouldn't get in the cage. He knew something was up. He did get in the cage though because he ended up eating all that fucking turkey overnight.
But you didn't rig it so it trapped him.
Right now, I wouldn't do that. Here's the deal, because I know some of
Not a
these cats
squirrel
love
trap.
being outside.
Yeah.
You could have trapped him and then got caught a gator.
That's what I nicknamed him.
Oh,
Isn't that sweet?
That's sweet.
And I dumped him in an entire bag and a half of treats before I left, and I wished him well. So maybe that was that cat.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a long distance, Mike.
Yeah.
Cats can get on planes. You know how many overhead compartments there are on a average plane, Jake?
Yeah, but without a boarding pass, I don't think the cat's getting on.
Maybe he had a purring pass. They don't really check those when you go through.
a pass
You could say
purr?
they could be like, all right, they could call for a zone 1 and you could have
Yeah.
a zone 7 on your shit and they would never even check. So what's to stop a cat from getting on a plane, Jake?
You know, that is true, Mike. They don't check the zones.
Especially if there's 2 cats inside of one of those little rascals jackets and he's wearing a little hat. That's 2 cats on a plane now with 1 ticket.
Oh, my God.
And I found this out too. With a clean bill of health, you can get a cat on a plane for $125.
That's how much it costs?
Yep. You don't have to pay full airfare for a cat.
Is that the same for a dog?
I don't know. Well, American Airlines policy is $125 for a cat.
Did you seriously consider bringing the cat home with you?
I thought about it.
Wow.
My heart hurts being away from him right now, Jake. I love that animal.
Man, you really when you get an idea, you run with it. You run fast and far.
I just started running.
Too far to catch you.
But, you know, I figured it was meant to be. If he wanted to be taken from that area, he would have gotten that cage with me. And I wasn't going to pick his ass up and put him in there. I'm respectful of cat boundaries.
You expected him to be sleeping in the cage overnight when you woke up?
No, I expected him. I put enough food in there while I was out there with him for him to go in there if he was a cage-bound animal. I viewed it as fate, Jake.
This guy's fucking nuts.
You're really losing me here, Mike, with the kidnapping a cat.
Dude, this was 3 consecutive days this cat showed up and hung out.
Shut the fuck up about this cat. God damn.
My point is, do you guys want to
You
make
were there
money?
with your children.
Do you guys want to make money hunting down crimes or not?
Yes, the answer is yes. 1,000 times yes.
All right.
Not a word about Disney or the great.
Yeah, it
time
was
with the
fucking great,
family,
man.
But the cat.
I really had a nice cat experience, though, man. 5 years go by before Sean Gillis kills again.
Whoa.
That's a long time.
This time,
It's Y2K related.
no, it's 1999, baby.
I know. It's Y2K era.
Y2K is 2000.
This is the time before Y2K.
This is
Hence
January
the
of
hysteria.
1999. No, nobody's worked up about Y2K hysteria in January 99.
They were starting to.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think-
like in 98 they were talking about it.
I feel like the summer heated up. One, because I was in my sexual
You
prime.
were getting laid in 99?
No, I was thinking about it a lot, though.
I love that.
Oh, wait, I did once. Twice. I had sex twice in 1999.
Did you use Y2K as a way of getting a woman to consent, Mike?
Brother, I didn't use Y2K or rubbers.
He used KY2K.
Sexual demon.
A ghoulie, as we now know.
But this time, he sets his sights on a hooker. You know what that's like, Jake, don't you? But this now he starts to develop his own specific method of killing. Like that was just the fucking assisted living home murder was just insane.
And he got away with it scot-free.
He got away with it. Now he did leave a footprint there, and there was fucking blood everywhere.
That's
but-
a shoe that he could have thrown out and never
Right.
been seen
Did a
again.
couple of blood angels on the floor. Someone to mop up.
This guy's never had a
I'm so
mama
sorry.
murdered in an old.
I have not.
Think about
Thank God.
Some of us have.
Knock on wood.
Some of us had, Jake.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't touch my penis. Even if it is hard.
Did anybody ever have a mum that you think should have been murdered?
No.
No. I hesitated. Current mom, I mean, she gets pretty lippy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I think she's hysterical, but.
That's the kind you give a little nudge down the steps.
No, she don't need a nudge. She falls all the time.
They do. They be acting like little damn babies. So this time he's going after hookers, Jake.
Okay.
And his method of killing these ladies starts with this one, his new method, where he gets a big zip tie. He says that he would pick a zip tie that's between 2.5 and 5 feet long.
Jesus.
And he'll fashion it around their neck and pull it tight, and then he will stab them to death. So it's either the asphyxiation or the stabbing that kills them.
Damn.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to do to make belts. Take a bunch of zip ties and just
Just so you could fit it
give
around
me
your
the
neck to
biggest
jerk
one.
off with.
Give me the biggest one you got.
He kills this poor woman, Catherine Hall, with the zip tie, and then he stabs her 16 times. And on top of this, Jake, he cuts up her body.
Ah.
It doesn't end there, John. John, he goes to the car wash. He takes her to Splash Car Wash, takes the body outside of the car, washes the car out, then puts the body back in.
In the middle of the night?
Yes. He does all this in the middle of the night.
Nobody sees this.
No. His wife works, or his live-in wife works the night shift at the Circle K. So he's free to play the entire night long. So he starts preying upon women at nighttime. And in this case, he does this twice. He takes the body to the car wash, sits the body off to the side while he washes the car, and then puts the body back in.
So it wasn't chopped up into pieces yet. It was just kind of whole still.
Yes, Jake.
He's getting blood out of the interior of
It doesn't
cars?
make any sense.
Yeah,
John.
this is wild.
It doesn't
Do you
make
think
any
he's
sense.
washing the body too. I'm like not trying to be funny.
He eventually
I
does.
thought
The
same
body of the
thing.
car, the body of the lady.
Like when he takes the body out and he's
Yeah, is he,
cleaning
like,
the car,
spraying
he's like,
blood off
"Ah,"
the-
and like cleans it off. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna have something.
That's an excellent thought, and I think that may be the case. That would cut down on muss.
Muss?
And fuss.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of fuss to do that, but after you clean up the muss, there's less fuss.
Checks out. What the fuck is muss?
A couple months later,
A couple months later.
he hits a runner with his car. This lady is not a hooker. This is an esteemed lady of the community who's married, has 3 kids. She's just out going for the run. This is a lady that's competed in the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
He sees her and he decides, I'm just going to hit this woman with a car.
Jesus.
Wow. So
Yep.
she's targeted.
She's targeted.
That's why I never go for runs, man.
Same here, brother.
Yeah.
That and Michael Clayton.
I'm going to target you with a jet ski the next time I see you in the ocean.
That's why I only go for swims.
I'm going to get your ass. Yeah, this poor woman, she's out for a run. He hits her with the car, and then it's the same thing. He zip ties around her neck, and he stabs her.
Where's he? Is he burying these bodies? Of
No,
everybody?
he's leaving them in and around Baton Rouge at random spots. Like there's ladies, he'll leave some in fields. He'll leave some on top of a levee, was one of the victims.
So he's not really hiding
Off the
them.
side of the road, no.
Yeah.
It's just when he's done with them, he's done with them. Eventually, he progresses to the point where he's bringing the bodies back to his house while his wife's at work.
Wow. Is this all sexual, like in nature? Why he's doing it?
That's a great point that you bring up, Jake. Eventually, he graduates to necrophilia. Are you happy, John? You brought that out of him.
I know. It doesn't make me happy in the slightest.
Now, this poor woman, the runner that he killed, he picks her up after working her night shift at the Circle K. And as soon as she gets in the car, she's like, this car fucking stinks. What did you do in here? He says that he hit a squirrel.
You know those stinky squirrels that have been running around here with the Baton Rouge?
Yeah, I doing the dolphin tilt and then I hit the squirrely. Hit the squirrely with my dual whoop.
Ain't no muss. I know most.
I gotta go to good Cadillac.
Keep going. I like this.
No. No more.
So, Jake, a few months later, this is toward the end of 1999 now, November 12th, he kills another hooker. He's really racking them up right now. He's back to hookers.
Is he getting him in the car?
Yes,
Taking
he
him
is.
someplace
Yep.
else? And then zip tie again?
Yep. Now, one of the ladies, he mentions during the interrogation that he gets a zip tie around her neck and she puts her hand underneath it so she's able to alleviate some of the pressure from the zip tie, and her hand gets stuck in there. But she's able to breathe a little bit. So he says, if you take your hand out of there, I'll let you live. She takes it out, and he fucking cinches it even fucking tighter. Do you like being choked during sex, Jake?
No, I'm just constantly being choked by my airway, so it's not really a sexual.
You're in a constant state of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah. That's why I'm always hard. Yeah.
We can't even blame you now. That's an actual medical condition with him being hard 24/7.
Yeah.
Are all fat guys fucking hard?
That's why they're always wearing basketball shorts.
Why do you think we breathe so heavy? Oh, I can answer.
Damn, Jake, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't know you were always hard
Thank you, guys.
for that reason.
Yeah, that's why I ordered some affliction T-shirts to kind of raise awareness for the cause.
Oh, no, you did?
You know, yeah. They got lost though, so they're not coming.
All right, so this victim, he takes her home while his wife's at work, and he mutilates the body on the kitchen floor. I watched an interview with our beloved Terry, and she still lives in this fucking house. And the reporter asked her, how can you still live in this house when you know what happened here? And she's asking her this in the kitchen where this happened. She says, I view this house the way that most people would view historical sites. Just because it's a battlefield or a war happened in a given spot doesn't mean that you wouldn't visit that spot again. It's a tough sell, I know.
I don't think it's the most sound logic.
Yeah,
But I get what she's saying. Like, if you believe that a given space has a certain, I don't know, fucking negative connotation to it, and you're blaming it on that space, then I guess it's time to move. But if you don't think the space itself is bad, then fuck it. And this is now her house.
I ain't mad at her.
Wait till you see her, man. You're going to love her.
I can't wait to see her.
Jake, you want to see her?
you know I do.
Can we write to her?
It's funny you mention that.
Oh.
Because this lady, no, she's fine.
Okay.
But I watched an interview with her, and she seems very accommodating. So I thought about possibly writing to her and asking her if maybe potentially we could visit her at some point.
Sleepover, Pete. Please come here, my friend. Sleepover.
I would like that, and she seems like a very nice lady who would maybe even let us come over. On top of this shit,
God, imagine eating omelets in her kitchen.
Imagine getting carried away in your imagination this far that you think this lady's going to let us come over.
Well, here's another thing that adds to that, John. So Sean Gillis was committing all these crimes in a white Ford. She still has the car.
What?
God, all right, this lady's she's obsessed. She's a true crime
She's cashing in.
Yeah, I can relate. And this reporter that was in this clip that I watched earlier, she said that, have you considered trying to return the car to the dealership? She's like, I have, but they considered it a biohazard. And the reporter's like, yeah.
The reporter's not supposed to show any bias. It's just like, yeah.
She asked that question knowing that she would scoff at the answer.
Yeah. So in addition to porking some of these victims, he also starts mutilating them and eating nipples. Jake, I don't like the look in your eye right now.
No, I'm not. Don't.
I'm getting all glare, but it seems like they're popping out of your head and crossed.
Like a real wolf moment.
So his next victim, he commits necrophilia upon, but he doesn't mutilate her body whatsoever.
Another prostitute?
Yes, it is.
How many is this at this point? Is he in
1,
double
2,
digits?
3. I think that's 3 hookers, 2 regular ladies. So I think we're up to 5 now.
Jesus. You sound like you're at a serial killer drive-through. I'll have 3 hookers, 2 regular ladies, a jogger. Can you biggie size the jogger?
All right. So in Y2K happens. I know you were fucking rock hard for that, John.
I knew it was going to happen, Jake.
Dude, and one of the victims in Y2K,
Did you write Y2K down during your notes?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you only calling it Y2K because I did earlier?
I did, yeah.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, I do that for you sometimes.
Thank you.
I do nice. I do change my behavior for you.
In what ways?
If something bothers you, I'll stop doing it.
Okay, I don't think that's happened more than once. So,
Well, that's a lot for me.
I suppose so. I just like to hear the words Y2K.
Okay,
Brings me back to.
If you're a
You had a eighth
psychologist
grade.
watching this,
you had a
please
good
send me
Y2K.
notes.
I'm sorry, Jake.
No, it's fine. Just you need to be studied, Mike, for sure.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
Wait.
The behavior swings are alarming.
Oh man, I would love to be studied like a monkey. Wouldn't that be nice?
Just send them the link to the Patreon. Just
That could be a goal. Hook you up to a bunch of buzzers.
oh my god.
Get you studied up.
Can we get Mike criminally profiled? That's the thing you do, right?
Oh, I would like that. I do have a friend who's certified to give polygraphs, so maybe we can get him to give me one.
That would be awesome.
And then what? We ask you the most fucked up questions we can.
Maybe.
All right.
You should feel how calm my heart is right now.
I don't think it has anything to do with how calm you are.
It does. Do you see any needles jumping?
You think you could lie?
I think I could pass a polygraph test, regardless.
You say you see any needles jumping?
Yeah. Do you see any needles jumping on me, bitch?
Just a little one between your legs.
Damn.
Jake, you don't normally do that to me.
I'm
What
so
the
sorry.
fuck, Jake?
Hit him with the tiny prick.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
That's all right, man. It's coming back your way. All right, so October 2000, his victim, this woman, Marilyn Nevels, he kills her. He takes a shower with her body after he kills her. Takes a shower with her body.
At the house that the lady
He
still
does.
lives in.
Yep. And he paints her nails.
Using the lady's nail polish.
Probably.
That she still has and has no problem with still using every day while she drives the car.
And his next victim isn't until October of 2003. It's a woman named Johnny Mae Williams, who's a hooker and a house cleaner.
Is it a male?
No, Johnny Mae. It's a black woman, Jake.
I'd never heard that name for a woman.
I
Well, you
figure
just
with
did.
May afterwards.
Yeah.
The lady.
Yeah. So she's a hooker and a house cleaner. And I love her.
Why do you love her, Mike?
I just love everything about her. Everything about her that I know I love.
What do you know about her?
I don't need to tell you.
He doesn't need to tell you any of that information on our true crime podcast. All right. That's
true.
for him and him
That's
only.
true. Yes,
Thank you, John.
you're right. I'm sorry,
Thank you,
Mike.
John.
I need to respect those boundaries. I
Thank you.
apologize.
Yeah. I'm going to... This is an electric fence around my heart, brother. You better respect these boundaries.
I think that's called a medical stent.
Unfortunately, and she cleans his house, and she takes care of his business, his needs, and he cuts off her hands.
He hires her to kill her. He hires her to come over and kill her.
Hires her as a prostitute, but
Wow.
he says that he had hired her previously to clean the house,
Okay.
Wow.
which is an awful thing to do to somebody who helps you out in that way.
Cuts her fucking hands off.
Do you mind getting that blood while you're here? Like that's asking too much.
That's so bad, Jake. Yeah, and another...
While she's alive, he cuts her hands off.
No, zip ties her around the throat and then cuts her hands off, Jake. So February 6th...
How many parts does this guy have for his Frankenstein at this point?
I think being that it's all women, it's less of a Frankenstein, more of a Francine Stein.
That's good.
Thank you. Wow. Jake, I really won him over.
Yeah, wow, this is
That's good. We're being bad, but that was good.
So 2004, his last victim, John.
I'm glad we're over with before he gets to double digits.
Thank you. This woman's name is Donna Bennett Johnston, another hooker, Jake. Just adding for context, no judgment here. You know, we're a hooker positive podcast.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, collectively, we've paid for, what, a dozen hookers?
In the sense of paying for, he does it too?
I'm saying
You
collectively, like as a podcast.
Not me, no. I've
No.
never had to pay for sex.
No.
No.
I didn't say had to, but did.
Yeah, I leave tips
You know, you could cook at home, but you're going to fucking Taco Bell 9 times a week.
once every 2 weeks, brother, whenever my Whenever my free reward is about to run out, which is the 22nd. What's today's date?
The 22nd.
Oh no, John! You better
my
hit the Taco Bell.
God.
Unfortunately, with this woman, unfortunately for a lot of different reasons, but also this is one of the things that ends up getting him caught up. He kills her, zip tie, cuts off her nipples, eats them, Jake, takes pictures of the body and leaves it in a field. Now, by the body, the police are able to get tire prints. They're able to match these specific tires to 90 separate vehicles in the area.
Wow.
And Sean Gillis is one of those. Now, at this point, I mentioned earlier how he's referred to as the other Baton Rouge killer. There's another killer, which I mentioned, which was fucking Derek Todd Lee, which is also killing women at this time. There may be up to 5 people killing women in the Baton Rouge area at this time.
All at the same time?
But there's a task force that's been established, and they're able to take DNA from these victims. So one of the forms of DNA is a pubic hair from one of the victims' mouth that they were able to get. So they have that. One of the victims was able to scratch at him while she was being murdered, so they have his DNA under her fingernails. And now they also have these tire tracks.
Man.
Now, is the tire track enough for them to ask for his DNA, or do they have to get it from him without him knowing?
No, they go to his house and they ask him. They find out where he lives and they explain what's going on. And they say, you know, we're trying to get DNA from people to rule them out. And he's like, yeah, no problem. I'll give you my DNA. He gives them his damn DNA. Jake, if I asked for your DNA, would you give it up to me?
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
No. But I know you'd get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is April of 2004 at this point. Where
Check your back pocket. I put some of my DNA back there earlier. Coming out with a fistful of cum there, folks. If you're not watching this, he's got a cum all over his nose and when he just smelled it from his fist. I'm doing a play-by-play on the cum.
Yeah, how's it looking now?
Dry.
Mm-hmm. Want me to make it wet again? Jake, give me some cum.
Oh, God, Mike.
I'm sorry. God damn it, Jake.
Gross.
All right, so now the police are hot and heavy on him. So April 28th, 2004, they bring him in for an interrogation. You can watch this video on YouTube.
They got him. They know it's him.
Damn, his dad would have been
It's
so
by
jealous.
the hour. They know more and more that it's him.
Mm-hmm.
However, they don't have enough to hold him at this time because I don't think they've gotten the DNA results back yet.
Yeah.
But by the next morning, they let him go on the 28th. By the 29th, the SWAT team raids his house. And when they raid the house, his lovely wife, Terry, is there. And she asks him, like, what's going on? And she says, your husband is a serial killer.
Your husband hit a squirrel with the car.
They're covering for him.
It's not my fault. I was nuts. Jake, that's what he said. So as they're putting him in handcuffs, Terry asks him, is this true? And he just looks at her and he says, I'm sorry, honey bunny. How sweet is that, Jake?
Oh, yeah. Sweetest fucking evil dipshit I ever heard of.
But dude, get this. So he's giving up, once he's interrogated, he gives up all this information. It seems like he's just happy to get all this shit off his chest.
Every single victim.
All of them. I think there were 8 total. And unfortunately, most of the information that was given was after he had asked for a lawyer. So the information that he gave after asking for a lawyer was technically inadmissible.
Wow.
So after he spills his guts, you know, a little bit of time goes by before he goes to trial, and his lawyer says, like, look, you know, we have you on tape asking for a lawyer. You didn't immediately get a lawyer, but you kept talking. They didn't advise you of your rights. So technically that shit's inadmissible. So they only have him on one murder before he asked for a lawyer. So he's found guilty of that and he's given a life sentence. And ultimately, like, they try to get the death penalty for him, which I don't think anybody's been given the death penalty in Louisiana since like 2010. And they were deadlocked on this jury, so they couldn't sentence him to death, so they sentenced him to life. He eventually goes to trial for 3 more of the murders, and he's found guilty of those 3, and he's given 3 more life sentences.
And the death penalty wasn't on the table that second time?
No.
Did he ever admit to the rest of them again?
I think it was just in that initial interrogation.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. Wow. But guess what? He's still alive.
I figured.
But our other friend, Derek Lee Todd, he died of heart failure.
In jail?
Yes, in jail. Yeah, they eventually got his ass.
Those are the only 2 out of this potential 5.
I
in the
believe there were
area.
3 caught. Oh, and get this. I found out that John Lee Muhammad from the DC Sniper,
Yeah.
he's from Baton Rouge as well.
I guess there's not enough hills there to get a good angle from get a good perch going from the back of your trunk.
Motherfucker.
You had to get a good fucking.
Vantage
You
point.
need
That was an
elevation
exciting
to
time.
snipe.
Wasn't it?
It was incredible. I remember I was in high school. It was baseball season. Everybody was. If it was a muddy practice and you tripped, sniper. Oh, we were joking.
You
about
would be
the-
yelling that out.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
That's
sniper
great.
got him.
I never-
Yeah, coach was yelling it. Goddamn captain was
Was he?
yelling it. He might have.
I love his ass. What's his name? Shout him out.
Captain? I think we just called him captain.
No, coach.
He was an old guy. No, I'm not shouting the coach out. Captain was wild. I think he could have been 65. He could have been fucking 80. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Clue. He would just go, "Let's go. Run." We get him Rita's. Guess what his favorite flavor was?
Coconut.
Mango.
Oh,
He knows Cap.
I know.
You don't know Captain. Don't act like you did.
I don't.
I don't know. Guys.
Well, you acted like you did when you guessed the flavor.
Well, everybody's got a captain in their life.
What's yours?
My fucking dad.
Is he called Captain?
No. He's a positive male figure in my life, so why wouldn't he be my captain?
All right, I like it. Nobody you know named Captain?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think of any funny nicknames of men in my life. I don't think so. Jake, you got a captain?
No captain. I had boat captains, but they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go by boat captain. But
Love a good boat captain.
Oh, this is kind of before we move on from this. I just want to add that Sean Gillis, beautiful mustache, beautiful blue eyes, real stinker, 5'7", 150. He shaved all that shit off.
Aw.
He's got a bald head, bald face, glasses.
whoa,
He's currently incarcerated at Louisiana State Penitentiary in Angola, Louisiana.
Well, now that I know he looks like shit, I hope they kill him.
Yeah, man. He oh, and guess what? There was a did I mention the cat? There's a picture of his cat floating around the internet.
Floating around the internet or took you 10 different searches to find.
That I put there.
the cat's also been shaved too for the photo.
I don't think there's any animal abuse though, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I guess that's the silver lining in this guy that killed 8 hookers.
Oh my God, what do you think the cat's name was?
Do you know the cat's name?
I don't.
Oh,
What did you start this podcast with? You said you fringle the.
you fingered a
frap-
fritter.
I bet his name was Fritter.
Fingered Friddle.
Fritter the Critter.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh,
That's what I would name my cat.
Aw.
But I would give it away the day it became not a kitten.
You know what I loved? Before we move on from cats, I loved Precious, the end scene where the cat ran away.
It like left the house forever?
Yeah, it leaves Monique's apartment.
That sounds sad.
No, do you know Monique?
As much as the next fella, but I don't know her character in that movie. Was she a bad bitch and didn't deserve the cat?
Just a nasty soul.
The cat was freed.
Yeah.
The cat was in a better situation on the
Yeah.
street. Okay. Well, then good for that cat.
Do you ever think about pretending to be an animal warden and freeing pets from bad homes?
No, like getting a uniform and just like you got inside information and you go knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the old
It's Ventura
the
treatment.
Chinese menu from Training Day. Then Macy Gray finds out it's not. That's not even a fucking warrant. Get the fuck out of here. And then they get fucking shot at. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God
yeah.
damn.
I did.
Could you imagine coming down from PCP and then getting shot at?
Oh my God.
That would be it. You've been to Atlantic City.
Yeah, I got to do crack again. Or get another cat.
yeah. You
I
almost got
almost,
one.
I almost brought one home.
Whichever guy on the corner sells you first.
God, what would you have named the Disney cat that you were bringing home?
I did name him Gator.
Oh, Gator.
That's what I called him
Okay.
when he came up,
That's
and
right. It's-
I was
sorry.
scratching his little chin.
You saw him 3 days in a row. Now we can get back to your fucking weird cat shit. Yeah, Dad, what rides did you ride? Oh, cool, the cat stuff again.
Oh, I do want to tell you about this because it is stinker related. But I went to a I thought it was a very cool town, but I think normal people would think it's a very fucked up place. Celebration, Florida.
Yeah, that's right next to Kissimmee, right?
Yeah, it's like the perfect place. And it was originally set up by Disney, but they bailed on the project. And now, I don't know who.
So it's not run by Disney.
It's not now.
So none of but it's still like kind of a lock and key place.
It looks and feels very Disney-ish.
Like the original intent is still there.
Yeah.
But there's certain like everything's gated, like the actual houses.
No, it's not gated. You can drive around. You can do whatever the fuck you want. However, there are a lot of things that are off limits and that are strictly for residents, like all the recreational activities and recreation areas.
What are those?
Those are like there's a lot of pools there. There's a lot of tennis courts. There's basketball courts, and you have to be a resident or be with a resident to be able to take part in that shit.
If you park your car and you're walking from a restaurant to a store, can you see that stuff? Can you see pools? And stuff that you're not.
Yeah,
but it's just like through a gate that you can't get to.
You can get to it, but you will be approached.
You will be either removed or allowed.
There is a very funny sign in this big lake that they have there, right by the center of town. There's a sign. There are multiple signs posted warning you not to harass alligators.
Did you see any?
I did not know. I was going to harass their ass too.
You should. Mm-hmm. Chop their fucking heads off.
They're that bad?
Make shoes out of them.
Oh no.
Whoa.
You know I hate gators, man.
Why do you hate them so much?
Because they're scary and they shouldn't be allowed to be wild. There's 1 million of them in Florida. Estimated. There could be more hiding below the surface.
Doesn't check out.
Lurking.
There's too much hate for you that to be the case.
I hate horses and I hate gators, and I wish
they both fucked an ex-girlfriend. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Is Celebration almost like a downtown Disney kind of a place? Like, can you just park in a parking lot and then walk around the town?
You can. It feels more like a Truman Show kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool, though.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's very clean. It's very quiet. It feels like you're being watched everywhere.
A lot of riffraff?
None.
Whoa.
Jake, I didn't hear anybody raising... Well, I shouldn't say that. I heard one group raising their voice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Being loud on the street? Mm-hmm. Having a little too much fun?
A little too much. And,
by your standards?
They were carolers.
I'm not going to say which ethnic group they belong to.
I wouldn't want you to.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, didn't ask.
Rhymes with Plexican. All right. But I was a little annoyed by them because I was trying to cross the street.
At least this is at the end of the episode that we can just cut.
And I love the people of Mexico. I think nobody parties harder than Mexicans. Nobody's tougher than Mexicans.
No one sells their pussy better than them.
I love them too. I love Mexicans. Okay. But this group really got my Irish up.
Were they borracho?
What does that mean?
Drunk?
No.
They're just having a good time with their family.
Not a good time. They were inhibiting my good time. Okay.
By just speaking a language that you don't understand too loudly.
Nope. So there was...
Mike's like, this is America.
Nope, not at all.
Wearing a Geno's cheese stick shirt.
I was trying to use a crosswalk. I was approaching the crosswalk, and there were these two, I guess, fucking steel pylons in the ground to stop people from driving into this area, and a woman was posing with her hands on them. And I had to walk around this woman to get to the crosswalk, and they were annoyed that I interrupted their picture they were taking of her posing. Now, I had waited at least a minute for them to take this fucking picture.
If that camera is digital, you don't got to wait anymore. Sorry. The waiting was for flash photography. That the bulb broke.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking costly thing to walk through.
It was a phone that they had.
Film.
But on top of that, John, I waited for at least a fucking minute for them to take this picture. And eventually I was
did
like,
it right. They were rabble rousers. They were,
They were
I
acting
agree.
up. Yeah, they were being dicks.
They didn't have to say their ethnicity, but...
I said Plexican. It's not a real ethnicity.
then you said, hopefully we can do a word count on this one. Then you said Mexican 11 times.
And I love, what is it? I love Mexico, or I love Mexican people.
I respect...
it doesn't matter what race they were. It sounds like they were being a little bit of dickheads.
You're right.
A little bit of wieners. And they should be apologetic if they're taking pictures. Like, oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
And here's what annoyed me, though, John. That, no big deal. I'll walk around them. Not a big deal. But then, as I did that, it got quiet for a second, and then one of them said something that I didn't understand, and then they all laughed. Mm-hmm. So you know it was about my stankin' ass.
I know it was about your fucking Pequeño.
No, I didn't hear. Listen,
Light switch.
I know a little bit. I know a little bit of Spanish, and I was listening for the words that I knew. I didn't hear pequeño. I know what muy caliente means because that's what my hooker said.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very hot.
Yep.
She talking. Did she not know the word for sweaty? Yeah, tú eres mucho mojado.
Caliente.
Very hot and wet.
Man, what a wonderful memory for 20 years. Gone in an instant.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thanks, man.
Gone in an instant.
Thank
Why?
you. Because you just ruined it. 24 years ago, I was with that woman, and now you just ruined that memory for me.
I'm sorry. It was a killer joke, though.
Thanks. Well, you made it.
And you're welcome.
But yeah, I was a little annoyed at that, and yeah, they just annoyed me. I don't like being made fun of in a different language.
Well, you know what I don't like? I don't like
Just
you
annoy me.
focusing on the negative. I want to hear
Yeah, I had a great time,
the
man.
most positive aspects.
I did.
I need new rides. I need new experience. Did you get on that Guardians of the Galaxy thing?
No, I didn't go to Epcot, man. I went to the Magic Kingdom. I went to Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom was wonderful.
I heard they have like an Everest ride there.
It's amazing.
You did it?
I went there once before. I wasn't wild about it, but this time I absolutely loved it.
Nice.
Everything was great about
there's a-
Animal Kingdom.
There's a true theme park area and a drive-through safari area there.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a drive-through safari.
Oh, I didn't
like,
do that.
And you could, if you stay in like the hotel there, you can see like fucking zebras and giraffes from your hotel room sometimes.
Oh,
I
that's
think.
cool. I didn't know that.
I heard that. I don't know if it's true. I was asking you.
Yeah,
I would have liked if you.
that sounds pretty cool. They do have a. Did you do the knockoff Jurassic Park ride while you were there?
I did not know.
No, they had this thing where it's like a dino experience. It's essentially they ripped off the full plot of Jurassic Park.
Maybe it's Disney. What are you going to do? Sue
Yeah,
us?
yeah, and
We'll keep you tied up in litigation for the next 150 years.
but it's fun. It's a fun ride. I ranked that. I probably put the coaster first, and then the rafting, which you said you did,
Yeah.
and then I'd put the dinosaur thing third.
Yeah, what a great ride, man.
Yeah. Did you see the birds like in that show when you first walk in Animal Kingdom, right at the front, but right in front of the Tree of Life? They have like these giant like cockatoos like fly through and come around. Like they're all they do like a whole show like every hour.
I did get upset though because I saw a monkey for a minute and he disappeared.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just in the open, they can go wherever they
No, there was a I think it was near that rafting ride where there's like this big I don't know, shrine kind of thing, and they can go in and out. And at one point I had turned around and I saw him. I don't remember what kind of monkey it was, but I was like, "Oh my god, there's a monkey." And at that point, every fucking dickhead in the 12 block radius came running over.
Scared the monkey away.
I mean, they do get scared. For animals that really get a lot of bad press, and justifiably so, for hurting people, they do scare easily.
Did you say, "Oh my God, there's a monkey"?
Yeah.
You did it yourself. You drew the crowd.
But I mean, to being a part of a species that's known for ripping dicks, fingers, and faces off, you think you'd be able to fucking dig your heels in a little bit and be like, "Yeah, bitch, I am a monkey."
Yeah, here I am. Yeah, take your fucking picture. Look, I got a fucking half a fucking fruit over there. It's a fucking apple. I'm gonna go finish it. Look, yeah. Nobody else. End the line there.
Anybody else?
Orange shirt. Aren't you glad you didn't say banana? That's a fucking good one.
Yeah, but this fucking dickhead went back in and hid like we were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, and you can see it from like waiting in line for the ride, or on.
No, I was just on the walkway.
Okay.
And I saw him hanging out, and he was picking at whatever he was picking at, and I said, "Oh my God, there's a monkey."
What's separating him from you? A net or something? Fence?
I thought you were about to make a joke about my mom and Aunt Rainey.
I would never.
What's separating him from me?
I would never.
Opposable thumbs.
My humor is elevated to above that low kind of humor.
I like it though.
You like what? Monkeys throwing their wieners and shit at you?
Is this a mom joke?
No. I want to know the separation of the animals. How do they keep you from them?
They're in the water. So this, listen, the monkeys aren't swimming, but the structure is in the water.
Gotcha.
And I'm on the walkway. There's water, and then there's that fucking shrine-like structure that they're all hanging out in.
They have like their own little island.
That's cool.
And then there is like a giant net around that part of the thing.
That they can't go over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's like walking through a zoo, basically, but you're getting on rides and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really terrific.
I've never been there.
Really wonderful. The attention to detail is probably the best out of any Disney park.
Really?
Yeah, really
Is it
remarkable.
the newest one?
Yes.
Okay. Good for them. Can't wait to go to Disney again. Ooh.
I love Disney so much. I'll take you there.
I got my dick wet last year with it. I wish I would have gotten blacked out at Epcot. That would have really changed.
I don't know why you didn't, man. That's the perfect place for it.
I know. I just thought it would be too much. I wanted to try all the food. That was the big thing. If I got wrecked, I wouldn't have been hungry.
We were there during the food festival, man.
Yeah, it was
so many good
fucking
things.
good.
What was that one thing we had? It was like Nigerian.
The short rib and
yeah.
You're talking about
grits, basically.
the Kenyan
The
coffee,
Yes.
whatever, short beef.
$6 for like the best
good.
tasting treat.
It was so good.
Yeah. And yeah, I love that it was all less than buying a drink. You can get a little sample of food for $5.
Come on.
I'm so fucking hungry now.
Went back to Universal too. That was a lot of fun. I had two butterbeers.
Did you wait in line twice or did you order them at the same time?
I had my wife get me one once, and then I got my own my second time.
Nice.
Things are so good. I wish I would have had a whole one. But I was on acid and made bad decisions. Did you go back to the same exact park? Because I know there's like...
Yeah. There's Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
No, I went back to regular ass Universal Studios.
There's separate admissions.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a water park, right? The Islands one?
No, they got coasters and shit.
Yeah,
there.
I know
they
they
do?
got like a lot of Jurassic Park.
Volcano Bay is the
Okay.
water park.
Wow. I think one called Island would be the water park. Not
Yeah, I wouldn't
Volcano.
want to go swimming at a volcanic bay.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, burn your ass.
Yeah, I wouldn't take my shirt off at the volcano.
I would, baby. It's about to get even hotter.
They come back up to you like, sir, can you please put your shirt back on?
Speaking of Taco Bell and volcanoes, the volcano menu's coming back.
Oh,
What does that
my God.
Apparently, it was a big thing from the 90s
Dude.
up until the 2010s, perhaps.
It was incredible. This lava sauce, ooh, fucking spicy.
Comes on it already.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh, yeah.
putting it on a packet.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's like a cheese fucking. You can feel your arteries clogging as soon as you take your first bite.
I can't wait.
So good.
Man, I want to visit some more Taco Bells.
There's no reason to go to anywhere else besides the one right in our neck of the woods here.
Yeah, we hit like 4 of them when we went to Orlando. Port Orange, we hit one there.
We hit a bunch.
Yeah, we did.
Road dogs, baby.
Mm-hmm. Man, but I love theme parks, John. That's the whole point of all this.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a nice theme park weekend. And you got to see your Phillies at the Clearwater Stadium.
Oh, my God.
What a vacation.
Oh, I will say this before we move on from theme parks, but the Simpsons ride at Universal Studios might be my favorite ride there.
It was closed when we were there.
Oh,
for
brother.
Halloween.
You got to go.
Fuck. Why were they all closed there? Is it just because they're...
I think some shit just shuts down. It may have to do with staffing.
Yeah. They turn everybody into a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
All the Marges and the Barts.
All hands on deck to be a zombie. You know?
All Hans.
Yeah, very nice trip. Florida's a very fucked up place, which is why I love it.
And
Yeah, you got to see it. You got to cover some ground.
yeah,
Saw
Yeah.
a lot of it.
The Florida Projects place, right?
Yeah, they fucking painted the goddamn motel from the Florida Project, the Magic Castle. And it's no longer named that. It's called like the Daydreamer Inn or some
Damn.
gay bullshit.
Okay.
And they painted it because it was like this beautiful shade of lavender. And it really created a nice aesthetic. But they fucking painted over that shit with this fucking mental asylum gray that really fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Orange World caught on fire. I was bummed to see that, but it looks like they're going to be able to fix it. There's a lot going on, John.
Hooray. You hit the outlets, man? Come on, you know.
Come on, man.
That's all I
I'm
care
not a
about.
lady.
Did you get some deals?
Yeah, I got.
You get some fucking sneakers on sale, dude.
Yeah, I bought 3 days worth of fucking park admission in exchange for a little bit of pussy. That's the deal I got.
Sick, dude. All right, yeah, you recently bought some pussy. How'd that go?
And what I mean by a little bit of pussy is a little tiny baby cat found me outside.
You spent $5,000 to hang with a cat that did not like
It probably gave me fleas. Can cats give you fleas? Or can they only give other cats fleas?
No, I'm sure they can give you fleas.
Mm.
Like, I know dogs can give you fleas.
What if you wear a condom? Can dogs really give you fleas?
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do the humans get the fleas or do the house get the fleas?
You know, it's a good question.
You start getting fleas in your hair?
I think
Like
it's
only
like
lice in your hair.
I think it just like goes off the dog and goes everywhere. And then you can feel the bites. Your couch can feel the bites.
Little bug bites. You ever call a pair of tits bug bites?
I have not.
No?
No.
You never seen tits that small or bug bites?
I don't think so, man.
No
I've
mosquito
been very
bites.
fortunate with titties I've seen.
And up top, 2 bee stings.
I have heard that.
Yeah, baby. They talking about bug bites.
No, I never had to deal with that.
I never heard of bee stings before. That's new.
That's from Kanye.
Jake, why are you pointing your fingers like that?
That's what the stingers do.
Mm-hmm. You stinging. I could tell.
Yeah. It's cold in here.
Stinging Ragers.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be your fucking memoir.
It's just water park.
This is a fun water park. Why is everything milk?
Jake, do you have a favorite lady's tits?
I bounce between, there's
Bouncing between titties, man.
Damn, those are bars.
That's my kind of fucking bro.
yeah.
I hate strip clubs, but I would like to go with you.
Oh man. That's
All right, let's make it happen. Next time we go on a trip, let's hit a strip club.
I could
Get some
picture-
content. Get our asses kicked for taking our cameras out.
I could picture you taking out a payday loan at a strip
Oh
club.
my god. I don't know what would happen.
If you went or if you got caught.
Both?
She wouldn't be cool if you went with your boys?
Nah, she'd be fine with it.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's my fucking guy. I knew it would slide.
Yeah.
I knew it would slide. You know how I
She'd be fine
knew?
with it.
She's always making it slide. Motherfucker nickname Astroglide. Motherfucker get laid in space, baby. All right, I'm going to flip the coin to see if we should end the podcast. Didn't even flip.
Heads we ended, tails we do another episode right now. I have nothing prepared, but I can wing another episode if we have to. Is that the end or what?
6 more seconds of podcasting, baby. Call me Punxsutawney Phil.
Damn.
That's your name.
You know what I thought would be funny one time? If they pulled Punxsutawney Phil out of the hole and he had a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Christ. I refuse to believe you only thought about that one time.
Looks like he saw a lot of shadows.
Yeah, I bet you've written plenty of first scene of Law and Order banter over finding dead groundhogs.
Oh man, how many wood can just like start doing?
How much wood can a... Hey, put your penis away, pal. It would always end up with you and your penis out as a detective.
I'd be the cum-ish.
There we go.
Michael Dickless.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh, let him cook. He's warming up. Damn, make me a fucking chalupa. Make me a chalupa while you in there.
NYPD
God,
Blue
dude.
Chew.
Did you
Yeah,
just refer to
'cause of the
yourself
penis.
as Michael Dickless?
Yeah. I did. I ain't got no shame.
You guys, and we'll wrap it up on this. I don't hold the power to end the podcast. You know that. It's only something you can do. It's only something you're allowed to do, I think.
We're all falling asleep though. I think at some point, like, we're just all going to end up nosing through these microphones, and then Danny's just going to quietly shut everything down
Yeah.
and leave us here.
Yeah, this podcast is the equivalent of no, you hang up.
Do you guys remember the guy, Ron Dickless, that would come around
I do, yeah.
to open mics?
He looked like Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, a little bit. And that guy has done some funny stuff. He's done some pretty funny shit.
Yeah.
And he might be doing a whole character bit. Because I think he's liberal. Anyway,
There's no way.
I introduced him one time at Raven Lounge when I was running the open mic. And then when he left, I was like, man, reading his name, it's only one S away from it saying Ron Dickless. And I thought it was the height of comedy.
That's
And he was in the back of the room leaving, and he turned around and said, You call yourself the host, more like the parasite. And I was like,
Whoa.
fucking fried me to bits, dude.
That is good.
Yeah, he got me.
Fucking parasite ass.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everyone. This episode is sponsored by the cats in Kissimmee, Florida. They eat turkey, and they're outside for a reason, because fucking people like Mike the retard feed them for free.
Dude, everybody in that area had to been furious because there was just like piles of turkey out front. And I bought 2 packages of the big bags of Temptations, and I dumped them all over the sidewalk.
Jesus, Mike.
Oh my God, I bet you birds flocked to that area eventually.
People are definitely going to get undeserved bad Airbnb reviews because of this.
I hope you did it a couple addresses away from your own.
Nah. I got one message in my Airbnb inbox. It's probably not good.
How long are you going to wait until you read it, until the next time you try to get one?
Probably tomorrow, man.
Let's read it today. Let's read it right now.
Right now. I'm
Let's
sure
end
they
the
have.
episode on this.
I'm sure they have posted signs since. Do not feed the gator bait. You fed the sacrifice.
Don't feed the gator bait.
Yeah.
Wait, is Gator the cat or Gator
Oh,
the
look,
gator?
it's reminding me to leave a review. Here's the deal, though. When you leave an Airbnb review, can you clap back if they hit you with something unexpected?
I think there is a thing where you can or something, or like they're not posted until you both make it or something.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You can't see the other one until you both post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, because here's the deal.
I think you have to go into like the fucking chat and dig with an employee.
Yeah, because there's a couple caveats here. One, there are 2 things that I would have changed about this Airbnb. One, there's a window in the shower, which is very creepy, and they should have a curtain up.
Mm-hmm.
No curtain?
No. I mean, for me, it's fine.
Was
but
the window at the height of a lady's tits?
you could see titties.
Then
What
you
I
went outside and
wouldn't
checked? You dog. You goofy.
You know, my
Dude.
neighbor's bathroom window is. There's no
Jesus
curtain.
Christ.
Yeah, Jake's the neighborhood titty watchman.
But who watches the Chitty Watchman?
And then I would also recommend a fucking deadbolt on the door because the lock's kind of funny. Those are two things that I would say. Maybe just say, hey man, I'm not going to put this in the review. Also, there was a Ring camera, and I'm not supposed to have pets in there, and I did let that cat in at one point.
Oh, shit.
He came in, he looked around, he didn't like what was happening, and then he turned back around.
I mean, you just left the door open
True, yeah.
and a trail of
He did, yeah.
treats.
Trail
Yeah.
of turkey.
Yeah. The last,
Hey, that could have been turkey for your kids to eat while they were playing vacuum cleaner, for all he knows.
All right, I like the way you think, John.
Yeah.
Maybe I am the retard. So we'll see how that goes, man. I would like to leave a positive review. I like leaving people positive reviews, Jake. But I swear to God, if anything gets mentioned about me letting that cat in the vestibule, I will unleash hell in this Airbnb.
What if he doesn't leave a review? He just shares video of you letting the turkey out and leaving a trail and going. Pss, 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 pss.
I'd be like, damn, somebody learned how to use an AI generator. You fucking bitch, you act like I can't do the same thing. And then I would get a picture of him in the blacked picture. Just him sitting on his own couch with 6 black dudes behind him. So think long and hard if you want to fucking come at me on Airbnb.
Man.
You have no idea what hell you've unlocked if you want to fucking come at me for being kind to animals. I'm fucking St. Francis of Assisi. Bitch. Act like you know. Lover of pets, Jake.
He's ordering Taco Bell.
I'm starting my Taco Bell order.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching on Patreon, I appreciate you being a patron. It means a lot to us. It allows us to do all the retarded shit that we do. Really means a lot. If you're watching this free on YouTube, consider joining our Patreon, which is patreon.com/LittleStinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. What a time to be a Little Stinkers patron.
Man.
This past Sunday, on our beloved Casey Anthony's birthday, we released our Casey Anthony video.
My beloved.
She truly is.
Jeez.
And boy, what a treat it was doing that with you guys. Anything we put up on there, you're going to get first crack at the very least. You're going to get some exclusive content as well. You're getting an extra episode every month. Wow. Just for being a patron, you're getting all of our episodes a week early. You're getting all of our AMAs that are exclusive to Patreon.
Yep.
You're getting all of our book club meetings, all the other dumb shit that we have planned.
Incredible.
Jake, I mentioned something to you today that I want to do about fucked up haircuts and killers.
Dude, I think it's so funny.
Yeah. So that will be a Patreon exclusive as well. We got to hash out the details, but that's something fun that I think people would like. But all this is available if you become a patron at patreon.com/littlestinkers. So consider that. It's $4 a month, or you can just pay $40 for the year. And Jake is also going to send you a pic of whatever part of his body that you want him to send you.
Just leave it in the comments.
One other cool thing that we're going to do, I think we're at like 1,760 patrons. When we hit 2,000, we're going to put Jake back in the ball pit. And he can't get out until we're at 2010.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
You okayed it.
Yeah.
You gave
I
us
did.
the verbal handshake.
It was, yeah. I like to agree to things and then walk it back.
Well, unfortunately, that would be doing a word that I shouldn't say.
What word is that, John? All right.
Plexican. If you're not familiar, Jake was once trapped inside of a foam pit.
Yes.
And it's caused him a lot of mental distress. He's got PTSD.
I still go to therapy for it.
Yeah, just from foam blocks. Damn near ruined his life. He almost drowned in foam. But now look at him. Healthy as a horse.
Very healthy.
We're going to put his ass right back in there. He's going to face his nightmares once we hit 2,000 patrons. So please make that happen.
And it's going to be live on Instagram the whole time.
Yeah, we're going to do it live on Instagram. He's going to be in there, and he's going to have to fight his way out. If he gets close to the edge, we're going to push him back in.
And
Oh
if
my God.
employees get close to the edge, I'm going to fight them back because there's no way they're stopping this
God
before
damn.
we get to our fucking
You guys are going to be like temple guards in Legends of the Hidden Temple? Fighting off at all my chances of getting out?
Is Temple Guards that autistic lady?
That's Temple Grandin.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the reference, but I feel like that was a pretty good joke. Was it?
It was a good joke, yeah.
All right, thank you. But all for being a patron. So thank you, guys. We appreciate you making this fun. We'll see you next
Thanks,
time.
guys.
Bye. Thanks, guys.